Uncle Ronald Kanahele was a master Hawaiian steel guitar player. His life and love was playing the real old-style traditional Hawaiian music. Uncle Ronald came from the legendary Rogers family of steel guitar players. The Rogers family steel has been carried on in the typical Hawaiian tradition from family member to family member. The family would pass on special tunings and share newly learned skills with each other, thus creating their own unique style and sound. The tunings, touch, tones, and harmonic sounds were passed down with great care and love from father to son, grandfather to grandson, uncle to nephew, and cousin to cousin. Everything was taught by heartfelt and soulful memory. Nothing was written. Uncle Ronald's first steel guitar teacher was his Uncle Benny Rogers. At Benny's passing, he studied under his cousin David Feet Kikino Rogers. Following the death of Feet, he studied under his uncle George Pops Rogers, whom he cherished and had great admiration for. In the song Moana Chimes, you can hear each family member's unique style as different parts of the song are played. Throughout his lifetime, Uncle Ronald played with a lot of bands, but his house band of over 25 years was Just Cousins. With this group, he traveled to perform on all Hawaiian Islands, as well as Las Vegas. Uncle Ronald lived for his music, calling the steel guitar the breath of my life. He shared his mana'o with anybody who expressed an interest. Ronald was the featured guest artist at the Aloha International Steel Guitar Convention in Winchester, Indiana this year. He was known as the King of Backyard Jam because he could play anywhere, anytime. Kay Doss, a steel guitarist from Los Angeles, has this to say of Uncle Ronald. I first met him maybe 5 years ago at the backyard of a house of a common friend. She had told me about him and I expressed a wish to meet him. He biked part of the way from Wahiawa, took a bus, and biked the rest of the way to Kapahulu. All this for someone he had never met before. He showed me how he played Moana Chimes. I was struck by his humility and his eagerness. Years later, we got to be in more regular contact. He would call me at unexpected times, always a pleasant surprise. During one of our last calls, he said to me, "Always play steel guitar with your heart." Those few words immortalized for me the man, his music, and his magic. Denny Turner, a steel guitarist from North Shore, Oahu, has this to say. The last I saw him was about 6 weeks ago at a small impromptu kanekapila at the Ala Moana Center. He looked and sounded great, strong, and his usual chipper self. Anyone who knows Uncle Ron as a friend can't help but love him dearly. He is a real Hawaiian treasure in more ways than I can count or even know. Andy Barlow, steel guitar enthusiast from Winchester, Indiana, has this to say. Last year in Winchester, Uncle Ron truly lit up our convention with his warm and friendly personality. Ron Simpson was playing rhythm guitar backup for him one day, and Uncle Ron asked to borrow his guitar. We were amazed when he handed him the guitar and Uncle Ron started playing. Ron is right-handed, and Uncle Ron is left-handed. After the convention was over, there was certainly a buzz left in the air. I never heard our members rave so much about Uncle Ron as our guest artist. He was truly something different and refreshing. I will cherish the time I spent with him for a long time to come. Many others have paid tribute to this great but simple man, a man who loved life and music and lived it to the fullest. Tributes continue to come from all parts of the world. May his spirit of aloha and his steel guitar magic live forever.
Music has to be a part of your breath. Live. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so my life. And I'm not gonna lay down and wait for a party in the big sky. No. I'm gonna still do what I love to do the best. Play my music. Makes my myself. I have enjoyed myself. All the guests that we had. And this is my closing song. Thank you, Mike. Giving the big old Hana made it possible. Gonna do. love you, Lord. I enjoyed my Aloha,